Hello again. Well, that was it. I was all like, I'm learning how to do tax stuff. I'm doing great. And then, yeah, it all went tits up. It all went a bit Pete Tong. So yeah, as you can see, I'm still learning. I think what happened was I was trying to move the camera position, and it just sort of the connection's not great. I think the USB thing and the camera position, and it just sort of the connection's not great. I think the USB and the webcam wasn't lit up anymore. It has little lights either side that show. Hi Deanne. Hello Shauna, lovely to see you. To show that it's plugged in and connected. And I think just moving my laptop sort of upset it. The thing is now, I don't know if it's because it's gone cloudy outside, but the coloration on my video is all off. It's not. I can turn it up. Let's change more of a. I don't know. Too yellow, too blue. I'm so pale. Kaz, hi Kelly and Nomi, new camera. Yes, new webcam. I used a bit of my video camera fund that I've had saved for ages to buy a webcam. I have noticed if I move really quickly, it does blur or sort of judder. I'm just trying to work with the settings. I've been doing a bit of playing this afternoon. I had a bunch of stuff I had to do this morning for the shop restock that's coming up on Sunday, and then I've just been playing around with my camera. It's going to take a while. I mean, the stream, if you folks are seeing what I'm seeing back at me, it's looking quite nice as I'm streaming. The problem is when it came like the playback for the live stream I did Thursday last week, it looked absolute poo. So yeah, I'm working on it. So Pamela, hello my dear. So yeah, pretty hair, thank you. The only thing is when I'm going live on YouTube, I can't highlight people's comments. I'm not very good at highlighting people's comments anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter at the moment. I guess it'd matter more if I was interviewing someone or certain. Yeah, I'm trying to like work stuff out. I'm not very good at it. I'm catching my hand inside my mic arm holder thingy. So yeah, I'm working it out. Oh my god, you poor things, you are my guinea pigs. I just want to show you, I have a whole stack of books behind me on the bed and a doggo. Mummy, hey boo boo. And yeah, the color's looking really dark now. It's darker than the previous one, I believe, that I just did. Could it literally be just because the sun's gone behind the clouds? Light is so temperamental. Streaming 1080, that's good to hear. The problem is the playback, it'll only do 720, which is just bollocks, isn't it? These days. Oh my god, remember when we like started on YouTube? Not as in like some people have been around that long on YouTube, but like watching YouTube videos at 240 or something. Like, how did we deal with that? But yeah, I've got a load of books behind me because I'm hoping if I have the energy, I will pre-record a video. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have the energy to do it today though, because I have to do some prep for my Call of Cthulhu game campaign I've got starting next week, and I've got a My Little Pony D&D game this evening that I need to gear up for as well. Lots of tabletop RPGs being played online in this house by me. My spouse doesn't play. RPGs being played online in this house by me. My spouse doesn't play. Doesn't play RPGs, TTRPGs. But yeah, how are you all? How are you doing? This is, I guess, is just a test and me just catching up. I need some water already to wet my whistle. Have you checked your studio settings for playback? No, I did not know that was a thing. I will have to have a little look. This is all like new to me because I mean, folks that have been watching my channel since the beginning. Yeah, it definitely looks better when I've got the light right there, but then it reflects on the old goggles, you know, the old bin. What do you call it? The old bins. It's so weird. I've gotten so used to seeing my face with glasses that without glasses I look weird. Although I only need these for screen and reading. Like I don't wear them just out and about or around the house. But I'm so used to them. I feel a bit like a teacher with them as well. Behave. But I was just checking that my internet was working on my phone because I was like, why is my camera being weird? And it was literally, I had probably just accidentally jiggled the USB. But yeah, I had all the books behind me because I was going to go through. God, can I even follow a fucking train of thought? Clearly not. All the books behind me that I am either in the middle of reading or would like to read this year. I'm not setting myself up for failure at all. But I was on Astral Tarot Lady Anna, her channel. Yesterday she had a 3-year channelversary live that I caught the last half an hour of after work, and she was saying, oh, would you show the books that you've got that you want to read or that you are reading? And I was like, I guess I could do. And it sort of gave me a reason to start getting this camera up and running. So Sandra, hello darling. Check with Simon, think record 1080 playback lower to happen to him. Okay, I'll check with Simon and see what he says. So I imagine he's at work today. So everyone's saying hello to everyone. Nomi, yeah, Nomi is she's happy because she's just had a dentistix for the old gnashers. Hi, Boo Boo, you right? So yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to have the energy to like film a video afterwards because, like I said, I've got so much to do, and I have just been slammed this week. So it was a 4-day weekend, I guess, for loads of people in the US, but in the UK we had Good Friday and Easter Monday. So yeah, the Easter weekend. But I worked pretty much Friday, Sunday, Monday. I only took Saturday off because it was mine and my spouse's wedding anniversary, 8-year wedding anniversary. And the rest of the time I worked. And then I had to get everything stitched. I still didn't get everything that I wanted to get done, but I do have like 23 or 24 items going up in my shop on Sunday, and I think that's a record for me. I think that's the most. I think before that the most items I put up in my shop was 22, and now I'm doing 24. Oh my goodness. And that was with me playing catch up because I had almost 2 weeks where I really wasn't feeling well and was really unable to do anything. So that having those breaks in between the shop drops, it didn't work. Well, this is also why I have them, right? Because sometimes with my chronic illness stuff, I am unable to work, and therefore it gives me that buffer if I need to like lay in bed for like 4 days in a row because my body is just crapping out on me. So yeah, I've just been like sewing like a demon, and then I spent all of Tuesday photographing nearly 250 videos of photos, photographing all the items and styling them all, because now I'm making like the photo that I put up on the listing that you see, like the main thumbnail. I'm like styling it. I'm trying to make it all like just so it looks nicer. It doesn't look. I'm not great with pictures. I'm not great with videos. I'm not great with tech. I'm a bit like, I don't know. Once I know how to use it, I'm fine. But like the stress of learning how to learning how to use stuff and working it out, I don't like it because I find it confusing, but also I just find it really boring. Like I don't care. I do care because I need to make things look nice. So then I had to edit almost 250 photos. I did that on Wednesday, and then I had to create all of the listings yesterday, which took almost all day. So see what I mean? And then I had to create all of the listings yesterday, which took almost all day. So see what I mean? Like the making the stuff is like just a small bit of it, and then all the photographing it and all that goes with it. And then this morning I was doing some promo shots and some graphics, and I still need to make some graphics to announce that the shop drop is about to go live. It has gone live and needs to do all that, so that's all part of it. Promoting on social media, I hate it. I'm really bad at it. And then there's also like the actual packaging the orders and sending the orders out once the orders come in. So like, yeah, it's just like sewing the items is like a fraction. So I think, oh, if I'm charging this much and, you know, take away the materials and you take away the awfully huge Etsy fees that keep going up and up and up, you take that off and you think, oh, well, this pouch took me this long to make. That's okay-ish. I can kind of live with that. But then you're like, no, because I have to photograph it and edit the photo of it and then promote it and create the listing for it and wrap it. So actually, I'm not factoring in all that other stuff. Needless to say, trying to like sell yours when you're a little wee maker, a low volume maker, it's a learning curve, let me tell you. But I'm sticking to it. I'm going to try. I'm going to give it a good old go. It's a lot of work. It is. I'm working like basically all the time when I'm able to. So I'm working more than when I did when I was a hair and makeup artist, but getting less money. Oh my God, look at the bubble. Bubble. Well, you just know you're being adorable, don't you? Oh, I can't do it. Why are dogs so beautiful? I cannot even. I love them. Linda, hello. Didn't see you sneak in there. I want that little kawaii pouch. Squeeze, says Diane. I've got my own little kawaii pouch as well. This is the first one I made, which is a little tight, so I kept it for myself. But I am loving this deck. I did not know I was gonna like love it as much as I did, and I paid like I got it on like super sale from Amazon for like £8. It was on like a really huge discount sale, so I was like, well, it would be rude not to buy it. But yeah, I'm really loving this deck. Nomi is so gorgeous. She is, and she knows it. She's doing that thing at the moment where her little, can you see that? It's almost like she's like little, I call them little deer paws, deer peats. I would buy more pouches for sure if I could. Oh, thanks, Sandra. I haven't forgotten about custom stuff. I'm just trying to like find my feet with this routine that I've got, and I'm also still trying to figure out how I'm going to run my custom orders, because I want to do it differently to how I used to, but I still have to work out how I'm going to go about that. And I'm just there's just everything, you know, just everything is a lot. Oh my God, I'm dizzy just listening to your days are full for sure. Maybe I could rethink selling my candles and soap, because yes, oh, sell your bits and bobs. But yeah, I've still got like a piece of orange and bobs. But yeah, I've still got like a piece of orange ribbon and those charms put aside for you, Sandra. Ranko, hello, my darling. Oh, thank you. You look fab. I'm actually feeling a bit warm at the moment now. I've been sort of, I get all like, I start talking and getting excited and smacking my hand on things, and then I get all flustered and hot and bothered. But yeah, who else has the little the kawaii postage, which costs as much as the pouch to Oz? The postage, it depends on the post, because my postage is like, depending on the items, because I've got the double pouches coming on Sunday for the first time. They already weigh like a little more than 2 pouches together, so I've had to put a slightly different, so I've got small items postage and packaging, and medium items postage and packaging, and then so I think it's like £10.50, which I don't know what if you get taxes as well on top of that, because sometimes Etsy will apply taxes to people when they buy. They did to me when I bought some decks off of Etsy from the US and from France. And then if you don't get hit with any taxes, then it's £10.50. And like my pouches are 30, so it's the third of a cost of a pouch. It just depends, I guess. Like I had the Christmas and birthday money, so I decided to take the hit on the shipping and the taxes to get some independent decks that I'd wanted for a really long time, but the shipping and the taxes was putting me off. And actually with the amount that I spent on those decks, almost a third of that, which was over £100, went just on shipping and taxes. I think it's like £120 of just taxes and shipping. It's bananas, isn't it? So anyway, I'm just sort of like fidget shuffling. Does anyone else fidget shuffle? I will like sit and like watch something on my laptop and I'll just fidget shuffle. Or if I'm watching like Tarot Tube, like if I'm watching a bit of Marilyn in the City or some Tom Benjamin or whatever, I will like sit and I'll shuffle and start laying out cards in front of me. Just because it's nice to have a deck. But yeah, I'm really, really loving this. So did anyone say that they had this one? I should also do like a mini double deck. Wouldn't it be cool? A double deck pouch, because these two, this is my Multi Marseille by Tom Benjamin, and this is my Kawaii Tarot, which is the mass market one by Diana Lopez, I believe the creator is. And because I know there's another Kawaii Tarot as well. I believe Sandra got that one recently. But these are two separate patterns I had to make for them because they're very slightly different on their thickness and length and chunkiness. But I could sort of make a pouch that is the larger of the two, and then the other one would obviously fit in there. And then you could have like two like little decks as well. That'd be cute, wouldn't it? £40 is about 70 Australian dollars. Yeah, it's so tricky, isn't it? And it's really difficult because I want people to be able to afford my items, but at the same time I'm aware that I'm making fully handcrafted things and that I also have to be, and I know I've said it before, but I still see or more and they've got loads of sales, and also because they're machines, so they can whip them up more quickly, so they can make more sales, and they're charging around the same or more than my pouches. And I'm like, but I genuinely don't know if people would buy, because most of my customers are overseas, if people would buy if I put my prices up anymore, and then that defeats the point. But also I do want people to be able to, it's like trying to walk that line of making them accessible but being paid somewhat fairly for my work, and Etsy keeping raising their fees is making that very difficult, because they can charge up to, with depending on what they apply and the non-negotiable advertising, off-site advertising fees that you can't opt out of, they can charge up to 30 or 32% fees. So if I've got a pouch on there for £30, I'm losing up to £9, and that's without the materials that have gone into it, and then what I'm making, which is the how long it takes to make the pouch itself, and then all of that stuff that goes around it that I mentioned, which is the, you know, the photographing, editing the photos, creating the listings, promoting it, that kind of stuff. So it's really tricky. Laura, hello my darling, how are you? So a couple of people have the new Kawaii Tarot. It's very, very cute. Heather, how are you? How did the Etsy strike go? Well, the founder of Etsy, who's no longer associated, I believe he sold it. He came out in support of the Etsy strike. He said that what Etsy are doing goes against the original ethos of why Etsy was founded and what it was all about. Etsy didn't really do a very good response, but this strike from the people that ran this, that organized the strike, this is like the first thing. So now the next thing is to send snail mail to Etsy's head office. Again, just basically being a bee in their bonnet, essentially, and just being really irritating, whether that's customers and or sellers, and just like letting them know that what they're doing is not okay. And it's really tricky because people keep saying, we'll just move off to a different site. But the organizer of the Etsy strike made a really good point, because Etsy is a marketplace and is unique in that it brings a lot of people to it looking for things, whereas, you know, something like Wix or Squarespace or Shopify or Big Cartel, they're not actually marketplace, or Shopify or Big Cartel, they're not actually marketplaces. And there's a really good, if you can go look on the person that's organized the strike, they've got a blog post explaining that position as well. So yeah, it's really, really tricky. We're basically like, they've got us over a barrel. And they keep making more and more profit, but those are made off the backs of like people like myself that are working our tits off That's crazy. No wonder Etsy's being taken over by counterfeit products. A lot of creators have abandoned them. Yeah, there's a lot of creators just can't manage it, but a lot of creators can't leave Etsy because they can't survive without it, so they just have to take the hit. Like, I couldn't have my own website for the time being because it just wouldn't drive enough custom, I don't think. But you know, we will see what happens. Just keep on keeping on. I understand. I want to make what I feel is my value, but I want my creatures to find homes. Exactly, Heather. That's the thing, right? 66 Canadian dollars is £40, says Shauna. Yes, it's really tricky, and I'm so, like, it blows my mind that people are, you know, purchasing my stuff over in the US and Canada and Australia. I think I've sent stuff to New Zealand in the past, not recently, but I did before the pandemic. At least I do remember sending some stuff to New Zealand, Brazil, Japan. Like, it's, my European sales have dropped off drastically since Brexit, so that's another thing that's fucked us over. Because they can't afford it. It's just gross. It's just gross, this whole thing. I keep seeing a lot of posts about people saying how stupid capitalism is, because we've always had commerce, right, as a people, once we sort of moved from an agricultural sort of agriculture as a means of survival for yourself or your small community. Since we sort of expanded and created cities and connections and civilizations, commerce has always been a thing, right? But capitalism itself is a very weird breed of commerce, because it's always about the line having to go up. You constantly have to always be making more. Each year has to be better than the other, so you're constantly fighting to, it just doesn't make sense. And I saw it in relation to Netflix, with Netflix seeing that their stock share has gone down recently, and this is after 10 consistent years of growth. They've had a little bit of a dip. 10 years of growth. This is like and the reason that model doesn't work when it comes to capitalism, if you just always rely on growth and you don't rely on sustainability and sort of just thriving. More shouldn't always mean better, right? Because then you start getting the exploitation and of people, of workers, of the environment, that kind of thing. But you know, say for example, every single person on this planet had a Netflix account. Obviously they don't, because not all people want Netflix, not all people have access to the internet, not all people are in, you know what I mean? But let's just, as a thought experiment, every single person on Netflix on the planet had a Netflix account and used Netflix and paid a monthly, whatever it is, subscription fee. They would then be deemed as unsuccessful going forward, even though they've got everyone on the planet, because they would no longer be their profits would no longer be going up. They would be stable because they have saturated the market. Do you see what I mean? Like, it's silly and bizarre, and when you think about it, it's not very sensible and very, very dangerous. And we are really starting to reap the benefits of, and I say not benefits, reap the not the rewards is totally the wrong word either, reap the effects, reap the consequences of this way of like viewing productivity and commerce. Anyway, welcome to my TED talk. Let's have a wee bit on the old, let's have a look. Meow. Talk. Let's have a wee bit on the old, let's have a look. Meow. I sell my creations at a local emporium. It's a 60-40% commission. Yeah, that's an oof as well. Goodness, that's really crazy when it's me taking over there. Saw that one. Startup competitor, but then that's the thing, that competitor, it's not going to be able to compete for a while, right? Because now Etsy is a multi-billion-dollar company. We saw what happened at healthcare and Boeing. From the bottom line is only, bottom line, this is the problem, right? So many challenges. Shipping doubles the cost of items for me, yet our postal workers are unionized, good jobs. Exploiters like Amazon make us use these things. Should be free, but they aren't. Patrice, hello. For sure, monopoly capitalism has a lifespan, and we're in advanced stages. Indeed, I feel like we're in like this playback. Does anyone want to? Oh, I was going to say, does anyone want to say hi to Dr. Nomi? But let's pull a card. Get an oracle. What's deck? Tarot deck. I've got the Empath oracle. Let's go with the squid cake Marseille because it's just too cute. I love Weedax so much. Look how cute this is. It's like cute stuff. Can't help it. Cute stuff. Can't help it. So yeah, nothing is stopping us from creating our platform to be the way we want it to be. Really understand the whole picture. I don't know. I think it's easier said than done, though, Pamela. Maybe. Okay, so let's do a little card pull for the weekend. So does anyone have any plans for the weekend? I don't have any plans for the weekend because, yeah, panini. I might try and get I do have plans for the weekend. I'm lying. Tonight I've got the My Little Pony D&D game. I've got Call of Cthulhu prep to get done. I've got a crap ton of chores me and my spouse are going to be doing tomorrow. We're just going to like blitz the flat again. We do like the bedding and the bathroom and all the hoovering, all the boring stuff. And then on Sunday I have my shop restock, 7 p.m. UK time. plug. So yeah, so that's my plans for the weekend and some plug. So yeah, so that's my plans for the weekend and some reading. I want to carry on reading. I'm currently reading. I'm currently reading several things, but the thing that I've been mostly reading this week is Aidan Wetter's latest book. Listening to him called. Very cool. I have a Mary L class on Sunday, says Shauna. Joey, hello, Joey Luna. You all right, my dear? I need to sort out my basement this weekend, but yuck, says Linda. My weekend plan: garden construction, lining a new garden with bricks, and filling with soil. Well, that sounds awesome. Pamela Birch, of course, that's the point. Yeah, I guess. Shop restart. Yeah, so many things coming to the shop. I'm like, this finger was so sore last week from the amount of times I like accidentally stabbed it whilst sewing, because I was just like sewing like a demon. Hey, Tarotaka Witchery, how you doing? So yeah, we'll just do single cards, just to, I do generally like to do 3 for most things, but most people seem to just pull 1 for like an overall quick reading. Everyone's saying hello to Zane. I have a best friend and her 2 daughters coming this weekend. We have a lot of fun. Hello, everyone's got some nice plans. Okay, so just a little something for us to consider. Obviously, when we do readings like this is why I generally don't often do readings like this, and why I did the profound and profane, because it was more sort of like, let's not take this too seriously, because it's very, very broad strokes, right? I hope the sound of me riffle shuffling isn't irritating. Oh, God, dear. Need to go for my little walk around the block shortly after this. How is it 3:30 already? Holy potatoes. Okay, let's do a little so I can see. Oh, I don't want to knock it like I did earlier and then fuck up the whole stream again. Not at the last bit. Valet de coupe. This is really funny to me, because, oh my God, I'm going to have to really carefully. And the reason this is funny to me is because for anyone that was in, come on, focus, come on, little camera, there we go, look at that, isn't that wonderfully clear? I don't know if it'll look as good for the playback, but for the stream, is it looking as clear for you folks as it is for me? Come on, little camera, come on, there we go. Oh my goodness. Because Anna, Astral Lady Tarot, did a pull at the end. Because Anna, Astral Lady Tarot, did a pull at the end. Oh my goodness. Because Anna, Astral Lady Tarot, did a pull at the end of her live yesterday evening. And she and that was Thursday, and she did a lovely message about abundance and cups runneth over and things like that, and gratitude and emotional well-being. And so this is almost like a continuation, because now it's Friday, as some people like to say, I guess. And yeah, the Valet de Coupe, the Page of Cups, where can you bring some emotional, like some sort of emotional fulfillment or novelty into your life this weekend? I mean, literally, this little guy is holding a coffee cup, which is very appropriate because Jess Roller, who made this deck, her website and her Instagram is called Coffee with the Fool. So the coffee cup is very, very appropriate. Make sure you take the time, even if you've got lots of social engagements, even if you have lots of chores or work to be doing this weekend, make sure maybe you take some time out to, you know, have that cup of coffee or that cup of tea, and put your feet up for a wee bit. And this, you can see this guy is walking barefoot, and actually today is World Earth Day. So you know that saying, like, go outside and touch grass. Maybe go out and touch grass. Like, if you've got a garden, if you're lucky enough to have a garden, get those shoes off and get your toes out, even if it's just on a patio. Get those toes out. Well, actually, it depends, because if it's like snowing or pissing it down, although I do like going in the garden when I used to have a garden, going in the garden in the rain, very much so. But yeah, get out and touch grass, and enjoy some downtime. Get out in nature, enjoy a nice caffeinated beverage or decaf if you need. Yeah. And that will replenish you to do the things that you do maybe need to do or have to do this weekend. And for me, that is like me and my spouse just hammering all the boring chores that need doing. And then I'm just going to pull what's clear as a bell. This that looks like me right now, says Linda. What with the coffee and your shoes off? That sounds awesome. So I'm just going to do a pull from the Empty Cup Oracle, which feels kind of, again, the cup is empty because we've drunk all the coffee or tea in it, maybe. So let's pull one of these. Oh, that's good. That's good ASMR, huh? That, like, bridge, the way it bridges back together is so satisfying. Sing and dance with the birds, says Kaz. Oh, I love it. I don't know. I would just sit and do this for ages whilst like watching a show or listening to a podcast. Anyone else? Yum. Anyway, I need to like stop doing that. I'm just going to split it by 3 because 3 is the magic number. And the top card is, oh, it's a map. Now, that's interesting. There's a book in here. Where is the book? The book is not in there. I don't know where I've put the book. Oh, did I put the book over by my other stuff? Because I've got the guidebooks that I've been using all the time. I've been putting them here. Let me just see. Otherwise, I'll have to find it at some point. Because I'm always putting stuff down in places and then not remembering where I put them. No, it'll show up, I'm sure. But anyway, I don't know what the book says. I can't remember off the top of my head. But that feels really funny. Like, go out and touch grass. Maybe go on a walk, go on a wander, maybe go on a different route than you would usually do. Those of you that enjoy a bit of hiking, or if you have dogs to walk, maybe come on, focus, little one. Come on. Why is it not focusing now? How annoying. It was doing it before. Maybe it's because there's two of them. It only wants to focus on one. Oh, it only wants to focus on one. Oh no, it's focusing now. Yeah, this one person's pointing at the adventure you could have on a dog walk or on a hike or just a little amble around your neighborhood, right? Maybe there's like a little high street that you don't often go on that's full of really cool independent shops, and you're like, I should like go have a wander, like go have a wander. But yeah, I feel like they go to quite nicely. They're pointing at the adventure awaits. But make sure you're caffeinated first. And stay hydrated, folks. So that's my little silly little reading for today. Yeah, so last little bit of housekeeping before I go. Shop restock happens this Sunday, the 24th of April, 7 p.m. UK time. So if you're unsure about that, just make sure you Google the time difference. I will have a selection of my standard pouches today on Instagram, and on my, I will be also announcing on my community feed or here on YouTube that I will be bringing in a new permanent pouch size called Standard Plus, which will have just a bit more wiggle room for those chunkier decks, because I have seen people trying to squeeze quite chunky decks into my standard pouches. One of them being, I think, who was it, Deanne? I saw you squeezing the oak, ash and thorn, I think, into one. I caught a little bit of your live playback, and I was like, no, it's too tight. So I've made a pouch, a Standard Plus, and that fits the oak, ash and thorn very nicely, as it would the smoke, ash and embers. It will fit you know, the This Might Hurt tarot with its little chunky guidebook that fits in there nicely. The like standard size tarot in a tuck box will fit in there nicely. So those who've got chunkier decks or just want a little bit more room, or you want to put your little, you know, decks that come with a card sized guidebook, much like the Witch's Tarot or This Might Hurt, for example, you'll be able to get the book in there. So I squeezed the smoke, ash and thorns in there. Yeah, you did indeed, Tia. Yeah, so that'll be coming. And then I'll also have Multi Marseille, Kawaii Tarot, Enchanted Tarot 25th edition, Thoth Deluxe size. I've got Deviant Moon, mass market edition. The True Heart Intuitive Tarot, yeah, so just a bunch, as well as a spread cloth and double pouches. Oh, Lenormand, both a standard size and bridge size. Just one of each of those for now, 2 double pouches, one of each of the others, just to see if anyone wants them, because if I made like a ton of Lenny deck pouches and then no one wants them, it's like, ouch, because that's a lot of effort. So, but anyway, thank you so much to those of you who checked in today. I've just seen Remco put map lol, checking where the grass is you should plant your feet on. Indeed. Or in the map, yeah. I love a good bridge, says Shauna. I missed the deck, the map card. Oh, it's Deanne, it's the Empty Cup Oracle, my darling, by Stacey Barrington, who did the Sasarai Bito Tarot. There we go. Oh my God, there's a travel size Sasarai Bito, and although I'm not going anywhere at the moment, I just love small things. And I'm like, I want it. I can't justify it, but I want it. So Standard Plus sounds sexy, says Patrick. Does it? I don't know. It sounds like an extra, a different class carriage size on a train, on a sleeper train, Standard Plus, or on a ferry crossing. I'll have the Standard Plus cabin, please. It was the Empty Cup Oracle, Remco. Thank you, my darling. So yeah, I'm going to go for a little walk around the block and give this one some scritches, and yeah, get myself ready for my game later. So yeah, thank you for joining me on this test live chat. I'm gonna hope that the playback looks. So yeah, thank you for joining me on this test live chat. I'm gonna hope that the playback looks at least halfway decent. And yeah, Laura, it's one of my favorite oracles. And I don't usually like ambiguous oracles, but it's not got all the like cheesy schmaltzy BS that makes me want to like vomit on myself on it. It's so sort of open to interpretation, but not in a like, you know, the joke I say about the fairy bathing a unicorn and it has like majestic dreams and you're like, what am I doing with that information? You know, it feels more relevant. I don't know. So yeah, I hope Little Red gets the empty cup back in. Yeah, that would be awesome. Meow, 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 meow. Just checking up today. Yes, I am. Just with the chat. I don't like to miss anyone's comments. Short but sweet. For change for me, right, Remco? Oh my God, could I like talk the hind legs off a donkey or what? So yeah, I wish you all a super weekend, and yeah, look after yourselves. Stay safe. Enjoy a caffeinated beverage or decaf. Enjoy some time in nature, especially as it is International World Day. Am I saying that right? I'm gonna go. I think I need another caffeinated beverage right now. So take care of yourselves. Much love. Ciao.